so this leadership that is taking over, I know a little bit about what's going on with the appointments and stuff like that. Um, I can't say anything about any of that because who the hell knows, you know. But what I can say is that there is a sentiment that is not spoken to directly, but mentioned, you know, just kind of like softly, that there's a sentiment to bring transparency back to our government using AI technology, which means, and this I have heard spoken out loud, there needs to be an AI Bill of Rights, or a new Bill of Rights for humans and how AI is used in our society. And so it's more about a Bill of Rights for humans, and that there has to be transparency at all times. And what this means is that this body area network that they're creating does not have to be what doesn't have to be what it is. There is a technology called, well, the first computer I believe that is this technology is called the D-Wave. There's this technology called quantum computing. If you guys have ever heard of this, quantum computing, okay? This is a technology that exists. It is happening. That's called the first one of its kind, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, in the private sector is called the D-Wave. It cannot be leveraged to mass scale because once you put everything into the quantum computing format, there are no secrets. Everything has to be completely transparent because everything is in the quantum field, the great information field, right? And nothing can be what do you call it? None of it can be locked down with cryptology or anything like this. And that is what our shadow leadership doesn't want, because that means transparency, and they don't want transparency. You see what I mean? So this whole thing with the WBAN is their attempt to usurp the transparency, so they can still do what has to unfold from within the subconsciousness of humanity, which is coming into right relationship with technology. The onset of technology and the evolution of our consciousness is essential. It's not something that can be, you know, avoided. I mean, someone thinks they can just put a few EMF pulses and throw us all back into the 1800s. It won't. It will temporarily, but I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of brilliant people around here that already know how to create hydrogen engines. These are engines that run off of water. They already know how to create 0-point energy devices. They already have, you know, other kinds of free energy devices. So what will happen is that it'll crop up out of nowhere. So maybe that EMP pulse would be helpful to our society. I don't know. Who knows? I would love to see us to go walk forward with as much grace as possible into the onset of the technological age. That's what my personal desire is. But what humanity needs, who knows? We don't know until we're doing it, right? We don't know until we're doing it. So that is the big thing. Transparency, transparency, transparency. This is an excellent, excellent thing for us all. And I think it also can really help humanity with their authenticity issues. You know, I mean, on a deeper emotional, psychological level, I think that if everything is transparent, then it will help us relax our guard and be more transparent ourselves, you know, and help enhance our interpersonal relationships with honesty and clarity. And you know what I mean? We can have freedom within our relationships versus the attitude that most humans have is they manage their relationships. You know what I mean?